when you've been in the military for 20 to 26 years, 28 years, you understand leadership. And you watch people for years as they operate in the leadership from a leadership perspective. And you've always wondered, you know what? If I was in that same situation, how would I handle the operational portion of running this school? How would I handle the academics or athletic sections of running a particular school? So it's something that I've probably thought about for many, many years. And you take all those transferable skills that you've acquired over the years. The first one being, I think my first initial job is working for the Department of Social Services when I graduated from college. So you understand the economics of kids from different areas and how their environmental or culture impact them. Then you look at, I work for the Department of Mental Health as a deputy director. Now you're looking at all those various diagnoses and the various challenges that those students face. Then you move from there, I worked at the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And so you see the dynamics of folks that been arrested, why they've been arrested. Then you roll it all up in a nutshell as being a military leader who's been trained in various areas, operations, supports, logistics, EEO. So you take all those areas and you combine them and you say, man, if I could take this skill set and I could put it in a school and I can basically impact our students to achieve at their highest level, man. And don't let me forget, also believing in God and what He brings to the table, and you put all those things together, it gives you the motivation and desire to want to lead other people. What I really hope though, what I really wish is that student use me as a resource. Mm-hmm. A resource that they can go to, talk to, I can help them along the way, tell them some stories that can brighten their day, because sometimes when a student have a problem, they think it's the worst problem in the world. And it needs to understand that this world is full of problems, but you got to be a problem solver. And that's what I want to impact this student body, to help them to understand, look, we all got issues, but how are we going to fight through those issues? How are we going to handle those conflicts? Success always comes, everybody wants success, but are you really willing to work hard, sweat, put in the commitment, the time, and the effort to get to that point for success to be sweet? So those are the kind of things that I'll share with them and my faculty and staff as well.
Now, when you were in the military or you were at working in the prison, did you ever see yourself sitting behind a principal's desk?
Man, with God, all things are possible. I think I overachieved when I became an officer in the military. And from that point on, I didn't think that it would be anything else that would be as much challenging as that. Now, we're working with some kids that, are basically from various different walks of life. And I love dealing with diversity. But I think my military experience made me feel competent and probably confident that I could probably handle any role. I'm not intimidated, let me put it that way.
Mental health is a big concern right now. What is Carver's Bay doing as far as that's concerned?
Well, the district has taken an initiative to bring in some training. I think it's September 10th is the date here that we'll bring in some training to kind of talk about those mental health issues and suicide prevention. But Carver's Bay High School as a whole, I am a former mental health counselor. So it's always been on the agenda for me to emphasize the importance of understanding and recognizing whenever students are in a situation of crisis. Crisis management has always been a major part of what I believe in and what I understand, because previously I worked as a mental health counselor. So yeah, we'll have various programs of recognition and understanding, if you will, professional development of what students should understand and look for different things that you should look at from another student's perspective to understand whenever they're in a situation of crisis.
Now, besides having a new principal, what is there anything new? The students who are returning from last year, anything new that they'll see? Or
oh yeah, they're going to see a whole difference. They're going to see bell schedule changes. We're basically moving to a 2 lunch. So I think they were probably more accustomed to having one lunch. There'll be two lunches. We've implemented, or I've written a program, a conflict resolution program called Let's Talk. It's a conflict resolution program, and that'll be explained to them. We've implemented a character development program that I've pretty much gotten with the staff, and we've written. It's called MRI, and it means manners, respect, and integrity. So that'll be a character theme. It won't change throughout the year, and we'll have some programs along with that to support it, so that kids understand where they need to be. My thing is, school pride is pretty big. A lot of schools have gotten away from the alma mater. That's one thing we're going to go back to. In the mornings, normally we do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we do a moment of silence. Well, on Spirit Day, which is Friday, we'll do a moment of silence, and we'll do the alma mater. So it's just some things we want to put back in place with respect and pride for your school, and certain things you should take with you for the rest of your life. This experience is 4 years, and I want them to make the most of it.